Welcome to I Love This Thing So Fricking Much, a podcast about passion. My name is Sophie Katz, and today I am joined by Kelly, a fangirl. Welcome to the show, Kelly.
Thanks, Sophie. Happy to be here.
Happy to have you. So, here's how this works. Kelly will have 3 minutes to talk about something that she loves. This can be a person, place, thing, concept, activity, anything she wants. Our only requirement is that she loves it wholeheartedly and wants to tell us why. Are you ready, Kelly?
I am ready.
Good. Got my timer? Now, what do you love so freaking much?
I love journaling so freaking much. So I started loving journaling when I was in middle school, and it used to be, I had a calendar next to my bed that I would fill in the entire square of things that I did that day. So it started by logging all the things I wanted to record. And then in middle school, I actually found this journal that had it had prompts you could fill out, and it started with the day. It asked you like what the weather was. And it got into more details of like, what are you concerned about? How are you feeling? And that's when it really took off for me that I love to record like daily activities and emotions. And that's where I got into the concept of journaling and how it became important to me. And once I started filling out more and more journals, I realized how helpful it is for anxiety and for your stress. And it's fun to look back at this series of journals. I have them all in front of me. They've become my most prized possession because of all the memories that you record. And it helps put things into perspective of, in middle school, what you're worried about, the person you have a crush on, or the PE activity you have to do for the day, it's not as big a deal as other things that are going on in the world. So let's see. So journaling can be different things to different people. I think there's obviously a definition on Google or in the dictionary if you look it up. There's bullet journaling. I could not do bullet journaling because I do not have good handwriting, and I would want to scrap the entire journal if I tried. There's, like I said, I used to record like on the calendar. So there's journals where you can do like a sentence a day, which is really fun, like a 5-year kind of journal. The ones that I have, I'd be remiss if I didn't say like what the brand was. It's called Journals Unlimited. And it's basically a page a day kind of thing. Whenever you want to do it, whenever you're feeling like you want to record a special event, or if you want to record how you're feeling, if you're feeling overwhelmed. In college, I had a lot of things I wanted to record about, just releasing those emotions. So the first page asks you, like I said, the date, and it has those prompted things. And then the back is just an empty page with lines. You can just record whatever you want. And sometimes that's pictures. I like to put stickers in mine, a bunch of Disney stickers in my journals. Sometimes I draw pictures. Lots of fun things you can record. And what I love so much about keeping these journals is over the years, going back to look at them, I can look back at when I first started dating my now husband back in high school, and I can read about like our first kiss.
Go ahead and finish your thought.
Yep. It's just, like I said, it's one of my most prized possessions. And I wish that everyone had the opportunity to have a collection of their life story in front of them. It's fun.
That's wonderful. Thank you for telling us about journaling today.
Yes.
I like that you actually at the very end of it answered the first question that was on my mind, which is, do you ever go back and read the journals? And if so, what's that like?
Oh, it's so fun. Like I said, to go back and look at what I was stressed about in middle school or what I was excited about. I called myself a fangirl because of all the things. I'm very passionate about a lot of different things, and it's hard to pick just one. So looking at these journals, it's fun. It's fun to see the stages that you go through in life. Like in middle school and high school, like every page is about the Jonas Brothers and what's going on with my latest, my fandoms. And then, like in 2008 or 2009, I wrote about when Obama was inaugurated. And then most recently, I wrote about the first female vice president. And it's just all these, writing about coronavirus. And it's fun to record those things going on in the world. But then, what you had for dinner. It's just like I can remember writing with clammy hands, like by flashlight in high school when before bed, and it's just it's fun to record your life story. You're the author of your life, so
Absolutely.
why not record it? Yeah.
Do you ever think about, because with historians, a lot of the ways that we find out about what the world was like at a given time is by looking through journals. Do you ever think about someone else in the future looking at your journal?
Exactly. Yeah, I do. I think there's some details I don't want to put, like I said, when my first kiss with my now husband, there's some things I don't want people to read, but I think that, like there's a certain obligation for us living through different events that it's important for us to record. And I do always think about that. Like, do I want people to do I want my grandchildren to read this someday? Or, like there's certain details that I like to include, in just in case someone someday likes to read them, but they are very personal. It's like a diary.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And it sounds like you put the good and the bad. You said that you like you're recording your activities and emotions, and from what you've described, it's just literally anything that you could be thinking of could be in these journals.
Yeah, I really like, and what works well for me is this specific journal, because it asks like, what did you learn today? Physically and mentally, I feel I'm concerned about, I'm excited about. So it really helps you look at your values. I think having this set of journals, looking back at them helps you learn about yourself. Like I'm happiest when I'm writing with my sister, or I'm and the things that trigger you to be stressed. And yeah,
Could you talk a little more about how journaling helps your anxiety?
Yeah,
and if you don't want to answer this question, you don't have to.
No, it's good. I'm just how it helps my anxiety. Like I said, it helps put things in perspective. So it asks you those, like where it asks you these prompts, it's like a line or two. So you just get to say like the briefest thing, and then you can elaborate on the back and talk about your feelings. And it's a good way to, in so many ways, I'm trying to, how do I put this? Like our world these days is so much social media, and we have so many outlets to express ourselves. So having a journal, and you can be unscripted, say whatever you want, and not worry about people saying it, and not having to have a conversation with someone. You could just say whatever you want, is so helpful to release those emotions. And that helps with anxiety to just be unscripted and say whatever you want to say or whatever you need to say.
Yeah, you're not saying something and thinking about the likes and the shares. It's just for you.
Exactly.
Do you have any advice for someone who might be thinking about starting a journal?
I do. Yes. So there's something for everyone, and everyone is different. Like I said, this journal works really well for me because it's prompted. But some people, okay, so the advice would be to just get started, just try things, and to not worry about people who's going to read it. Like it's for you. Not worry about people reading it, not worry about what it looks like. I think that's often something that hurts my journaling, is when I mess up or something and I want to put a sticker on top. You just can't worry about those things. You just have to do it. Like just write it down, get it out, and it's worth it.
Is there anything that you don't like about journaling? And if so, how do you handle that?
Yeah, I think when I first started, it was like a nightly thing. Like when you're a kid, you don't really have much going on. These days, it's like my thickest journal is 4 years worth. And I just, because it used to be like an annual thing. It would be full of 1 year. And then like once I got into college and once I became an adult, it's just harder to find the time to do it. And that's what I don't like. Like I always make myself write on my birthday and different events because I want to record that. But it's finding the time to do it that sometimes becomes an issue.
How do you deal with that? Is the thing that helps you making sure you do it on those special occasions, or is there a way that you help yourself maybe feel better about not doing it all the time?
Yeah, my close, like my husband, my sister, people know that I love to do it and that it makes me feel better. So people encourage me to journal. Sometimes I challenge myself to take pictures or records like like in Disney, taking stickers and then putting something in the journal that I have to write about that thing because I want to remember it, like even if it's just an article from a magazine or the newspaper, like just having something, and then that encourages you to do it. You just got to sit down and do it, pull it out.
Definitely. Kelly, thank you so much for telling us about something you love today.
Thank you so much.
And thank you, our listeners, for tuning in today. If you would like to learn more about journaling or our guest, Kelly, you can find her social media information in the episode description. And don't forget to use the hashtag #LoveThisThingCast to tell us about the things you love. I Love This Thing So Freaking Much is a production of Through the Window Media. This episode was directed by Sophie A. Katz and edited by Melissa Block. You can find us at Through the Window on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or Tumblr. That is THROU, the window, at all the social media sites. Be good to yourself, be kind to each other, and you'll hear from us again soon.